What's up, YouTube? We got a yo-yo review to do today. This is the YoyoFreaks Sharp. So you guys saw me unbox the Sharp not too long ago. Go watch that video if you have not already. Getting this video out because there are still a few left. Very few. I think there's less than 20 left out of 200. And once they're gone, they're gone. So if you're thinking about picking one of these up, you definitely want to do that. There'll be a link for it down in the description of this video. But I gotta say, I love this yo-yo. It's super duper fun. JD from Yo-Yo Best Buy, and the guy who runs and does all the Yo-Yo Freak stuff, usually puts out really fun yo-yos, and the Sharp is the latest hashtag pound, pound sign yo-yo that has come out. And this one is a Delrin yo-yo that it has been machined. So super cool, very different. Shares the same shape pretty much identically to the pound. And yeah, pretty much exactly same shape and size as the pound, but made out of machined Delrin as opposed to being a bimetal. So as you can see, very similar designed, just catch zone entirely, pretty much exactly the same. The cups are a little bit different, although they both share a similar like fingerspin hub, and we'll get into that once figure out how it plays. I'm gonna put the specs up on the screen right here, and you'll be able to see those. Very kind of floaty, very fun. Just a really cool yo-yo to bring around, throw around. Spins a really long time. It's got a good bit of heft in the rims. It feels very rim weighted, but still plays very much like a really good plastic yo-yo. I would say, comparison-wise, if you've ever played a Cabal, it's more performance than the Cabal is, but kind of has that fun, chunky plastic feel to it. So I would say it sort of sits somewhere between the Cabal and the G-squared Ghost. So while the Ghost is made out of PTFE, which is, what they have on your non-stick pans and is sort of slick feeling, this is more of a like machined Delrin. So it does grind very well still, but not as like slick as the Ghost does, but still a nice grinding yo-yo, which I always am a big fan of. Nice to hold. It kind of feels like a bar of soap or something. Very, very like pleasant feeling to hold. Really nice white. I don't see any like flaws or marks in mine. Mine is pretty much perfect. Yeah, mine is absolutely perfect, and I've been playing the crap out of mine since I got it. And I gotta say, it's becoming one of my go-to pick up and play yo-yos because it's just so freaking fun. But let's go ahead and throw it around. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about, what it can do, and we'll go from there. Alright guys, we are back with the YoyoFreaks Sharp. And gotta say, this is just a cool yo-yo. Fun to throw around. It's really stable. Kind of plays a little hefty, but that's kind of good in a plastic yo-yo, at least in my opinion. Very cool, very stable, even if your hands are freshly lotioned and sticking to the string. Grinds pretty well. Most Delrin yo-yos kind of almost stick a little bit because they're shiny. This one's like not. I just lotioned my hands, so I'm like trying to grind. Yeah, it grinds pretty well. Yeah. And binds real nice. I had to break in the pads. It's just those white pads, but the binds on this are nice. A lot of that might have to do with the centered bearing, the centering bearing. Centering bearings are a little snaggy, in my opinion, but it played smoothest with this bearing. And so I left it in there. But let's show you what it does. So it grinds all right for plastic yo-yo. Finger spins are a dream with this thing. I mean, just super, super easy to finger spin on. Just like, it'll finger spin forever. As far as smoothness is concerned, it's dead smooth on the string. There's a little bit of plastic vibe. Not very much, though. I mean, this is like 9 out of 10. smooth. I mean, it is real smooth. Like maybe 9.5 out of 10. It's a hair plastic vibe, but nothing bad. Probably one of the smoothest Delrins I've ever played, actually. Not the quickest playing yo-yo ever, but most plastics are not like speed yo-yos. Like you kind of need metal rings clamped to the edge to be a really fast plastic. But overall, man, just a fun yo-yo to play. I really like it. I've been playing it a ton. Does all the things I want it to do and plays the way I wanted it to play. And I don't know. This is like, you know how sometimes you see a picture of a yo-yo and you're like, man, I hope it plays this way. And then it does, and it's awesome. Well, that's how this yo-yo works. It's awesome. So, like I said, there are still a few more of these left up on Yo-Yo Best Buy, but let's go ahead and take it apart. I'll show you guys the guts, and we'll do pros and cons. Alright, we are back on the desk with the YoyoFreaks Sharp, and I really like white Delrin yo-yos. I think they look so good. I think the gold looks really good. I think gold's still left. I think there's gold and blue, which I think looks, those ones look the best. Maybe didn't have the most cheeky engravings, but those ones look the best, in my opinion. So I went with gold, clearly. So, machining is, there's basically an inner hub there that goes all the way through to the fingerspin cap over here. And that's where the bearing sits on the seat. Comes with a Buddha bearing, one of the grooved centering ones, 10 ball. Very smooth, very quiet. I really like, these Buddha bearings are incredible. I need to get more. I've been replacing bearings that I'm meh on in like other yo-yos, so I need to get more Buddha bearings because they're that freaking good. Buy Buddha bearings too while you're at it. They're really good. Here's my wife. She's here. Super good. So those white response pads. These ones broke in. I think they're Buddha response pads. They broke in and they're plenty sticky enough. They bind very well. So no complaints there. And as you can see, same kind of cut there. Like organic H shape as the pound and the hashtag and all those other ones that are basically the pound sign. I kind of got to tighten mine down to keep it nice and smooth, but it is very smooth if you get it tight. Don't over tighten it because you could strip these, but if you strip them, it's just, you just glue them back together. I haven't stripped mine, nor have I heard of anybody stripping any of them, but just that, it's, you know, the same as in anything else. All right, so let's do pros and cons. So pros. Awesome shape. Absolutely one of my favorite shapes. If you like the shape of the pound, which I loved, you're going to like the shape of the Sharp because it's the same shape and it's great. Very comfy in the hand. Fun to throw. Plays exactly the way you want it to play. When you look at it, you're like, I hope it's stable and long spinning, but also plays kind of chunky and like a fun but high-end plastic yo-yo. And that's exactly how it plays. Finger spins like a dream. I mean, this is the best finger spin yo-yo I own. Period. And I have some other cool fingerspin yo-yos, but this one's better. They fingerspin better. It fingerspins better than yo-yos that are totally meant for fingerspins, and all they really did was design this hub to be like an indent. It's flat in there, but like get your fingernail on it, it just goes. Grind finish is okay. I mean, it's probably about as good as Delrin gets. In all honesty, it grinds about as good as Delrin gets, which is pretty good. No complaints from me. Pretty solid grind on the Delrin, on the hands and everything. So no real complaints there. And just, I mean, overall nice. I mean, good. Buddha bearings are great. I like them a lot. I put them in other yo-yos, and this comes with it, so I don't have to change it. Just overall, really nice. And at 39 bucks, or you get 10% off if you use either the Black Friday code, which is black, or the Reddit code, which is Reddit. So it comes to like 35 bucks. Free shipping. Can't beat that, really. I mean, this is awesome. Cons, as far as cons are concerned, I have played better grinding yo-yos, but that's not really that big of a deal. I didn't expect a full Delrin yo-yo to grind like machined polycarbonate. The engraving here does get in the way of fingerspins a little bit, but the other side is unengraved, so if you make sure you fingerspin on the unengraved side, you'll be good. But if you get it on this side, you'll start to get some wobble just from hitting the engraving, or you'll scratch the engraving off. Although my engraving's still in good shape because I try to pay attention to what side I'm finger spinning on. I mean, that's really it. Those are the only two maybe cons that I have, is that, like, I've played better grinding yo-yos, but it's like this is about as good as Delrin gets with grinding, and Delrin is fun. And the engraving can get in the way of your finger spin, but make sure you use the unengraved side and you're golden. But yeah, those are not really good those are not cons, really. Those are just sort of like, hey, here's a thing to think about. But otherwise, fantastic yo-yo for a fantastic price. You know, made by a fantastic dude. JD and Yo-Yo Best Buy helped me a ton. And JD helps out the community all the time. Huge figure in the community. Former world champ. Awesome dude. Makes awesome yo-yos. And there's still a few left. So click down in the description and pick one up if you have not yet. Or hell, pick up a second one, because these are cool. You're going to want one. I'm glad I have one. I'm contemplating a second one. But that's going to do it for me today, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. We do videos here every single day. And thanks so much for watching. Cheers to you. I'll see you next time.